Hi all, how's it going? Today I wanted to make a quick and concise rundown on how to install my Mario Kart Wii mod Grillin's Wack Track Pack on both Dolphin Emulator and on real hardware. Feel free to use the chapters at the bottom of the video to skip to wherever you need. So let's get started. First and foremost, you'll need to download the mod pack itself, which is located on our wiki page. Link is in the description. Once you've got the RAR downloaded, extract it, and all you'll need are these two folders called Grillin's WTP and Riivolution. If you're playing on console, you'll need a copy of Mario Kart Wii, unless you're loading a ROM. If you're on Dolphin, you'll need a ROM file of Mario Kart Wii set up in a directory, which we'll get to right. Next, we'll be setting up the pack on Dolphin. Feel free to skip this step if you're planning to play on console. Something worth noting before we start, if you plan on playing Wack Track Pack on Dolphin, you'll need a NAND from either a Wii or a Wii U imported into Dolphin. Links to videos on how to dump and import your NAND will be included in the description. First off, you'll need to download Dolphin Emulator from the Dolphin website, link in the description. It doesn't really matter which version, but feel free to get the latest version if you'd like. It won't really make much of a difference though. Once you have Dolphin downloaded, go into the root folder of Dolphin, where the exe file is, and right-click to create a new text file. You'll be naming this text file Portable. Once you've done that, go ahead and launch Dolphin. If you followed that last step, you'll notice that a new folder has been created titled User. Go ahead and open the User folder, then the Load folder, then Riivolution. In this Riivolution folder, go ahead and drag both your Grillin's WTP and lowercase Riivolution folders inside. Once you've done all that, open Dolphin up again. We'll need to establish a path to your Mario Kart Wii ROM, so I recommend putting it somewhere you'd like to keep it. For example, I keep mine in a folder titled Wii. To set a path, open Config in Dolphin, then select the Paths tab on top. Press Add, then find the folder that has your ROM in it. In my case, it's this Wii folder right here. Once you've done that, the ROMs in that folder will all show up here in Dolphin. Find Mario Kart Wii and right-click it. Then press Start with Riivolution patches. Here you'll have a list of settings that we'll explain a bit later. But to enable Wack Track Pack, all you need to do for now is to set this option here to Enabled. Make sure any other mod pack you have in Riivolution is disabled, or you'll likely be met with an error. You can now press Start to launch the pack, or you can save it as a preset, which will save your selected Riivolution settings as its own profile of the game that you can launch right here from Dolphin with one click. Next, we'll be setting up the pack on console. Feel free to skip this step if you're planning to play on Dolphin. In order to run this pack on console, all you'll need is an SD card. If you need the Riivolution channel, a tutorial is linked in the description. First, insert your SD card into your computer. Open up the SD card, and all you need to do is drag the two folders called Grillin's WTP and Riivolution straight into the root of the card, so that it looks just like this. And that's it. Safely eject your SD card and remove it. Then, insert it into your Wii. Upon loading the Riivolution channel with a Mario Kart Wii disc inserted, you'll be met with a list of settings that we'll explain a bit later. But, to enable Wack Track Pack, all you need to do is set this option here to Enabled. Make sure any other mod pack you have in Riivolution is disabled, or you'll likely be met with an error. You can now press Start to launch the pack.
Let's go!
So, about those Riivolution settings, let's get into what each one does. As I mentioned, the first option is the pack itself. Set this to Enabled to launch Mario Kart Wii with the Wack Track Pack mod enabled. The My Stuff option allows for custom files to be loaded into the game. This can be anything from custom models to custom music, and can be placed into any of the 6 My Stuff folders located in your Grillin's WTP folder. Any of these 6 folders can be selected to be loaded, or you could leave it disabled if you like. I've included some special extras in My Stuff 1, but these files are all entirely optional. Next is the High Data Rate option. High data rate essentially enhances online play and reduces lag, but can also cause lag if used with an already slow connection. I recommend enabling it if your internet connection can handle it, but it's optional. Players with high data rate enabled can still play with players that have it disabled and vice versa, so no worries. Remove Bloom changes how the game renders certain effects, and it is all visual. Here's a side-by-side of some tracks with bloom enabled versus bloom removed. If this option is enabled, your game will look like the one on the right side. Next up, the online music theme selector. I've included a choice of 8 music tracks from the Persona series of games you can choose from to make your online menu a little more personalized. And finally, censor profanity. Enabling this option will make it so all friend room messages appear as PG, rather than their questionable, uncensored counterparts. This option is recommended to any content creators who don't want swear words on the screen. Another thing worth mentioning is how to keep your pack updated. Keeping updated is important, as it's required to play online and to be able to submit staff ghosts. The easiest way to stay updated currently is to join our Discord server. Whenever an update releases, we notify the WTP announcements channel, and I provide a list of patch notes and both a full download link, as well as a download pack of only the new files you'll need to replace since the previous version. I promise this isn't a shameless plug for my Discord server, as it is genuinely the best way to know when an update releases as of right now, until we figure out another way. So please, join the Wack House server if you haven't yet to be up to date on your pack version. Link is also in the description. Otherwise, the only way to know if an update releases right now is through the wiki, by either checking the news tab or to see the most recent update release date on the Wack Track Pack page. Like I said, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to be notified, so the Discord server is highly recommended. That's all I got. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment or a message in our server. Thanks for playing, have fun, and enjoy.